Hello good people of the internet. Today is a huge day for me. I've finally got my hands on a Elgato Prompter. And I've been wanting one of these since, they were first launched, because I've used teleprompters in the past and I find them to be almost invaluable in my workflow, because teleprompters make me, able to talk to the camera like this without having to memorize tons and tons of words, because I'm not good at that. So today we'll be unboxing this, talk a bit about it, and yeah, hopefully at the end of the video I'll be a happy camper. Let's get to it, shall we? First of all, let's just cover briefly what a teleprompter is. You probably already know this, but it's a device that hangs in front of a screen that shows the words that you're supposed to say, so you don't stumble and stop like I'm doing right now. And yeah, as I said, we probably already know what they are because they are used a ton in television and stuff like that. But for us smaller time YouTubers and stuff, you can get smaller time teleprompters like this one here, which is the one that I've been using for quite some time now. It's a Desview T2, I think. And basically what you do is you hang this in front of your lens, almost like that, and then the text that you're supposed to read should be reflected off of here. And this exact model is one where you mount your mobile phone or tablet here, reflects up onto the mirror, and you see your screen there. And that works quite good, actually. The problem is, for me, that these are hung from your lens. So basically what you do, you take your camera like this, you attach a adapter like this, and then you mount them together like this, and then you have your teleprompter hanging from your lens. And it's okay, it works pretty fine, except for the fact that they are actually hanging on your lens. And that's the biggest issue for me, because this teleprompter doesn't weigh a whole lot, but when you add your phone or your tablet, it amounts to some weight, and not all lenses handle that pretty well. So, like this lens that I have here. This is actually a kit lens from a Sony camera that I had. It broke from the teleprompter. As you can see, it's the crooked. The motor is all banged up. It's destroyed. Can't use it anymore. And while it's not a really expensive lens, it's still a lot of money to grab a new one, especially for someone like me who doesn't have a huge budget. So even before the Elgato Prompter was launched, I was looking into buying teleprompters where you, instead of hanging your camera here, you mount it on some piece of platform there, so that the teleprompter itself doesn't hang from the camera lens. And that is the main reason for me to get an Elgato Prompter, because that is the way you can use it. You can mount the camera behind the teleprompter and it can support its own weight and not have the teleprompter hanging from the lens. But you can also do that approach with the Elgato Prompter. You can also hang it from your lens. So it's, it's versatile, I guess, which is cool. Let's get to unboxing, shall we? All right, let's get this bad boy unboxed, shall we? So yeah, it's a big old carton. It's a big old device. So yeah, let's see. And one thing I do like about the Elgato devices is that they are, they're fairly environmental friendly at this point. So let's get this out like that, and some different parts here. I'm guessing this is the mounting bracket for the camera or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the mounting bracket for the camera. And then we have the prompter itself. He's a chunky boy. see if we can unwrap this. There we are. Prompter in all its glory. And the neat thing about this is that the screen, this one here, it's built in. It's a USB connected screen, so you don't have to mount your phone or your tablet or lay any more weight on it. This is all you need. So yeah, that's really cool. All right, so further on, we do have this little kit here. I'm guessing there's some back plates and stuff, setup rings. Yeah, so let's first talk about these setup rings. These are equivalent to the mounting system that I used on my previous teleprompter, which I showed you. So these are different kinds of rings for different kinds of lenses or different sizes of lenses. I won't be using them, so let's just put that away for the time being. All right, so this here, the universal shroud backplate, and most importantly, the DSLR/mirrorless backplate, which is what I will be using. So I'm guessing this goes at the back. So let us remove these screws here, because the backplate that is currently mounted is for the Elgato Facecam Pro, I guess. Yep. So I'll swap that out for the universal one, like so. Put these screws back in. And then, let's see. We have a piece of cloth here, because it is important that it is dark behind the teleprompter where your camera is, so that the light doesn't reflect off the mirror, because then the teleprompter would actually kind of, you know, show in the picture frame. So yeah, this is what will be hiding that camera, and I guess we should have added this before. All right, let's take those screws back out, because you know the manuals, we don't use manuals, do we? This I shouldn't have used. All right, better. All right, and then we should attach this here, I guess. Yeah, then you can, you know, position it, move it up and down, depending on the size of your camera. So if I just bring this camera over here, it would mount it kind of like that. And yeah, so let me turn this around for a bit, and you can see it better here, I guess. So this is how it is right now. You would mount your camera here, then whoop, this, pull this back here, make it all dark, and yeah, that's kind of the setup. And just a little quick tip for you guys: if you're swapping out cameras or using your camera with the prompter and then without the prompter, what I've done is I've mounted a quick release on this plate here, so that when I go ahead and mount the camera, I can just simply snap it on like that, and I would mount it. So that makes it a whole lot easier for me to you know, use the camera with the prompter, without the prompter, move it around and stuff like that. So yeah, these ones, these are the Ulanzi something. I'll have a link down in the description for you guys as well. So let me just get this setup for my camera. Swap out this camera right here, or not swap it out, but mount it back here. And yeah, see you guys in a sec. All right, so now I've gone ahead and mounted my main camera onto the Elgato Prompter. So what you're seeing now is actually the image through the Elgato Prompter, and I'm staring at a screen actually, because I haven't done anything now but connect it via the actually kind of nice braided USB cable. Just simply connect it to my computer and it pops up as an additional display. So I'm looking at my background image actually. Here, let me switch cameras, and yeah, apologize for the shaky video and all that. This is a handheld one, but this is what I see. So this is the Elgato Prompter now in action, and I can actually see behind there is the monitor, or the display from my camera, and it actually is working pretty decently. Yeah. So of course you should have liked and subscribed if you're new to this channel, but yeah, this is definitely not my final mounting precision stuff for the Elgato Prompter. I will have to do some trial and error, and while this is now just simply mount as an additional display monitor, I can throw whatever I want up there. I can have the chat for my live stream. I could have a script, or my Teams meeting, for example, if I wanted to have, you know, eye contact with whomever I'm having a Teams meeting with. And I've heard about that feature for the Elgato Prompter, but I was hesitant to think that would be any good, because I was thinking the screen would be too small and all that. But the screen is actually quite large, so it would work perfectly for stuff like that. And yeah, these has been my, you know, initial thoughts, the setup of the Elgato Prompter. I'm not going to go into details of how to use a prompter, because I'm guessing you will figure that out on your own. You can use the Elgato software to throw up a script. You can use a web page that is made for teleprompting, and yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching and all that. Like, subscribe, of course, and if you want to see more unboxings, I guess send me stuff, because I can't afford to buy them. All right, thank you for watching. Cheers.